Been for you. Boom. Okay. Whoop. I need one more. Um. Yeah. Pretty much. 0311. Yeah. 0321. Right. Ugh. Anyways. Anyways. I'm gonna get attack speed. I need attack speed. Scout sniper! That's what it is! Oh! I knew a couple scout snipers actually. In the MPs, I knew one really well. Okay, I've had the hardest trouble. He said that they're called hogs, right? Hunter of gunmen. What's a pig? I know a pig is called something. It's like, no, it's professional gunman or something. Professional hunter. What is it? Dang it. Shoot. Yeah, it's an acronym for something. Yeah, hog. So, what a hog is, a hunter gunman, right? That means, what's a gunman? Well, every, dang. You were excited about that one. You were excited about that one. Pigs are boots. No, 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 no. They're called something, though. Like, they're the instructors, like personnel, infantry, something. Oh, what are they called? You know what hogs are, okay? And then, did you get a shark tooth? He said that all snipers got shark tooths when they join in. Nope. It's when you become a sniper, like an official sniper. Because in recon, what they do is whenever someone retires out of recon, they're given a black oar, a paddle oar. And that's because in Zodiacs, those giant things that we literally have to carry around, okay, those are the Zodiacs we use. They're really heavy. And so you get 6 Marines on one of them, all infantry or recon Marines, right? What happens when the engine dies? You got to get your oar, and you got to start paddling. And guess what? How many things work in the military? Oh, I would say almost nothing works in the military. So, especially in combat, nothing works. I wouldn't know, I've heard, but that's what we prepare for. And so, man, I'm telling you, those things are heavy. And you know how we practice those things? Let me tell you, I give it up to all Special Forces guys, because they're legit. No! Woo! Anyway, so you know how we carry those Zodiacs? We get logs, poles, telephone poles, and they cut them up and they practice. You know, one Marine will have one, couple Marines will have another. You know, 6 Marines will have the most. You know, maybe 8, and you just gotta up bone, down bone. It's, oh my gosh. Stop moving! Buddy, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, we just took their Phoenix. We just took their Phoenix. Anyways, sometimes I miss it. I miss the Brotherhood. Sometimes I wish I did make it through recon, but it just wasn't in for me, man. Just wasn't in for me. You know, it was the swimming that got me. On land, boom, I was a legit. But, ooh, I love 550 cord, by the way. Yes, a round with the 550 cord. Oh, okay. Cool. Gotcha. That's what's up. Oh! Yeah, you can't handle this. You can't handle this. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. Oh, and you took me down, Bovin. It's about time. Someone did. Alright, and then we go here, and we go boom. Physical power plus 20 crit. Professionally instructed gunman. Thank you. Thank you. I knew pigs meant for something. Thank you. Professionally instructed gunman. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for that for a long time. Hey, Divergent! Divergent! Stop dying. I'm not kidding, man. No, I'm not kidding. Stop dying. You're gonna let them win just because you're letting them die. You're feeding them. Every time you feed them deaths, they get more coins. The more coins they get, the faster upgrades they get, which means they get way more powerful. Have you even... Divergent, look! Divergent, you gotta... Look at the... Oh, he left. Bone Killer left. Divergent didn't leave. Bone Killer left. Oh, he did? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you're good then. Do you know how to buy items, Divergent? Do you know how to buy items? Okay. Good. So you know how to do that. I'm the one. Not my son.
Been slain.
Boom! Oh, I almost got you. I almost got you. You were 1 health away. 1 health away from dying. I'm not kidding. I needed one more shot. 3-4 7th Marines. Oh yeah. My SOI class that I graduated with, right? There was 11 of us who made it through the recon indoc, so they separated us from everyone else, and everyone, all the demolition guys, the infantry guys, the machine gunners, the mortarmen, everyone from school went to 1-7 as casualty replacements. And this was in 05. The end of 05, the beginning of 06 is when we all graduated. And then that's when they all left, and I stayed on Camp Pendleton and stayed with 1st Recon Battalion. So, and I was there for 6 months, and then I went to MPs after that. And then my Oh, Bovin, we were right there. No, we were right there. He was so gonna die. He was so gonna die. But yeah, so they all left to go to 1-7 as casualty replacements. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because when they told us that, all the 1st Recon guys had already known we were going to 1st Recon right after, once we graduate. So, and then, yeah, we went to pre-BRC that Monday. And then we went to school, and then I dropped out of school because of my swimming. I just wasn't that good of a swimmer. You was out there 03, 04, and 05. Yep. Okay. So you left as soon as I and everyone else went in. Yeah. So man, you built those guys. My recruiter was with 3-5, and I really wanted to be on 3-5. Like, I just wanted to be a basic infantryman. I wanted to be a scout sniper, every boy's dream, right? I honor that you did it. I tried it, I tried to go through basic school, right? Infantry school, and get my 4 years in infantry, and then if I liked it and had a chance to be a scout sniper, then I would do it in my when I re-up. I'd go to sniper school, right? That's pretty normal. And so that's what my plan was. Well, when I went to recon, it messed everything up. And I wasn't a good swimmer, and I didn't know you had to be a good swimmer, like a really good swimmer. No one had really told me about it. And I was only given 2 months to prepare for swimming when I passed the recon indoc, right? So I was like, oh, shoot, like, I only have 2 months to prepare. There's no way you can prepare. The guys that I was swimming with and competing with in school were fish. They're water polo players. But when they got on land, they would lagged. You know, it was all a lot of upper bodies, so they would run slow. And on land, I was like always first, second, third. I was always top five. You know, finishing. So 3-5 is in Horno. Yeah, I was in Camp Margarita. Um, that's where First Recon was. Yeah, it was the best camp. And it was cool because First Recon were the only units allowed to wear all black PT gear. And I was like, that is legit. I wish I knew more history on First Recon when I went in because, man, the colonel was there and he had that raspy voice. He had throat cancer, but he never smoked a day in his life. Never smoked. And so I knew him, and he was the colonel that sent me to MP Company and then went over to MP Company and took over for that colonel over there. And then that's how I got back to 1-1 was because I was like, look, I've been here for over 6 months. My contract was only 6 months for MPs. Get me out of here. And by then it had been a year. And so finally he was like, okay, I got you, Devil. And he got me. So I was like, jeez. It was crazy, man. But, so, yeah. Ooh. Ah! 1-for-1, 1-for-1. 1-for-1. What's up, Merc? Ah, thank you, man. We were actually just talking about, Margarita is heaven, for sure. We were actually just talking about, hurry up and talking about the Marines, the good old times with 1-9 Music. He's a 0321. He was out of 29 Palms, 29 Stumps. What about you, Merc? I'm a 0321, or I'm a 0311. He's a 0321. Are you a 0331? Machine gunner, right? I run Semper Fi, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for the follow. We're doing a 24-hour stream on the 21st to the 22nd. I'm doing stand-up comedy pretty soon live in Washington. Hopefully, I was a straight poke. Hey, man, legit. You still serve. Legit. You ain't as hardcore as us, but still, we're all one team, one fight, right? Right? Oh, shoot, here he comes. I see you, buddy. I see you, Bovin Dog. Boom. Bam. That one hurt. That one hurt. Yeah. Woo. There he is. Ah. You too, right? That's why I have these flags, guys. This is why I have these flags. How else are you gonna know that I was in the Marines if I didn't have something showing? You know what I mean? So, engineer 7th ESB. Oh, that's what's up. That's cool. Straight poke. I love it. I love it, man. I'll stop by again for sure. About to roll to the gym. All right, man. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's my gym. You know, I gotta stay tough. I got a buddy who was in, he was a crew chief, my best friend actually. We went in together, graduated high school together. He went in as a crew chief engineer, right? Or crew chief on 46. And then he became a MP afterwards, re-enlisted, and now he's a fatty. He's a fatty. So I harp on him all the time. But he's like, hey man, I wasn't infantry like you were. I was in First Recon like you were. I was like, so? You're still a Marine. Marines gotta look good, right? You can't be all fat and nasty like that. Like, I won't let you. You're my best friend. I won't let you. So I put him in jiu-jitsu locks all the time. I put him in. I try to choke him out, tap him. Because before he used to be able to get me, but then I started learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And, whoo, game over. Game over. I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a blue belt and I compete too. So I don't just learn, I compete. And I got a couple, not trophies, but medals. I know, right? All right, we'll see you later, Mark. Thanks for stopping by. Give him one. Kill. What's up? You are? That's what's up. Muay Thai is awesome. If I could be in MMA and I wanted to study two arts, it'd be Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and Muay Thai. Those are the two ones that I would do. Yes, we did. We had Mount MF. I'm not kidding, man. So you went to school. I mean, I have this awesome recon story that. Okay, so before I went into Marines, I only knew one thing. I had two uncles in the infantry, and I had a cousin that just joined who did it. All right, we'll see you later. You guys are out of here? All right, we might go back to Minecraft then. Might go back to Minecraft. All right. All right, we're going to Minecraft, guys. I'm going to tell this story real quick, and then we'll go to Minecraft. We'll go back to that. But okay, so I was in School of Infantry, right? And I was so stoked. I only knew two things. There was infantry in the Marines, and they were the best. And I had two cousins or two uncles in the Marines, so that's why I was like, I gotta do the Marines. I was like, okay, well, they're really tough, right? And then my niece, or my cousin, who's a girl, not my niece, my cousin who's a girl, she just made it through boot camp, and I was a junior at the time, and I was like, if she can do it, a girl, I can do it. And we have the same blood. I was like, boom, I got this. So I worked my butt off. I could do 20 pull-ups before I hit the Marines. I was in shape, I was running, I was doing everything, but I wasn't swimming. And that was my downfall in recon, was swimming. But anyway, so we're in School of Infantry, we're digging our foxholes, right? And we're doing the fake combat with not real bullets, but what are those called? No, they're not sim rounds. They're blanks. We're shooting blanks, right? But we have our real M16s, and it's super late at night. We're there for a week in these little foxholes, and all of a sudden we see these people hauling butt. When I mean hauling butt, I mean hauling butt. They have glow sticks on their right or left shoulder, and what they were doing is there's a couple of them, and they were hauling butt past us, and everyone's like, who are those guys? And our sergeants came over, and they're like, that's 1st Recon. They train around here all the time. And we saw them once again, sometimes together, sometimes ones or twosies, right? And I was like, yo, I want to be them 1st Recon. They were so fast. They were in and out. You could hardly see them. They were all over the place, too. One of them snuck up on us and fake killed us. Like my guy the next foxhole over, he snuck in and was just messing around. Went in there, was like, Papa, Papa, you're dead, you're dead. And then he got out and left, and we're all like, what the heck? And I was like, that's 1st Recon, man. You guys just died from 1st Recon. And they weren't even part of our school. We were still in school to be infantrymen. So I was like, yo, that was the first time I ever heard about 1st Recon Battalion, was watching them right there, right? And in boot camp, we hear a little bit about 1st Recon. And so we see him again. I was like, yo, I want to be them. Well, a month later, they're going through the school. They're like, all right, we need Marines for the recon indoc. And I'm like, the recon indoc, what's that? And they're like, all right, no, like 4 people raised their hand to do it. They needed at least 20. So we stayed up till 2 o'clock, and our sergeants, everyone, 300 Marine unit, right, School of Infantry, everyone, they got 100 people voluntold. I was one of them because I had no idea. I didn't know what 1st Recon was. And so they volunteered 70 Marines out of 11 who actually raised their hand to join in, and 100 Marines went in. Guess how many Marines actually passed this recon indoc, which is by far one of the hardest one-day things. Out of 100. Out of 100. You say 25, one says 12, 11. 11 of us made it through the recon indoc, which is about a half a day of swimming and then a PFT right afterwards, non-stop movement. 11 of us made it. PFT is our physical fitness test. It's a 3-mile run. It's a maximum of 20 pull-ups, minimum of 3, and then 100 crunches in 2 minutes. So on top of all that, that's 11 of us made it, right? And so we're going in, right? And I'm in, as soon as we make it, we graduate School of Infantry. Now I'm going to my unit for the first time, 1st Recon Battalion, and I'm pumped. I'm like, yeah. I was like, we're recon. We're so, bad A. And we were nothing at that point. We had no idea what we were in for. We went into Hell Week for 2 weeks, then pre-BRC, and then school. We were in pre-BRC And guess what happened, guys? We were on that same mountain where the School of Infantry was, but we were a little bit on a higher ledge. And what we were doing up there is we were up there for 7 days. Everything I lived for 7 days was on my back. Everything. All right, we're gonna play Smite in a minute after I had this story. So we have everything on my back: my food, clothes, ponchos. We are playing Minecraft. We have our tent, everything, right? And for 7 days, we're out there on this stupid mountain, right? And so one of my checkpoints, we're doing land navigation, where we have a map and we have a compass, and we have to find these different checkpoints, and they're all over Camp Pendleton. And we have 7 days to get 3 a day, and they're all over. I'm talking about miles and miles apart, and we're only on foot with everything on our back, so it's heavy, right? So we're going around, and sure enough, it was late at night. I didn't have my glow stick because they tell you to have it, but if you get caught, you're dead by our cadre. So I didn't want to get caught ever, so I never had my glow stick on. And so I was running, right, and all of a sudden I'm coming up and I hear noises. So I stop and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, no way. And I see this tent and I'm like, this is School of Infantry. They're doing the same thing that I was doing when I was in School of Infantry, but now I'm in recon. I was like, I'm those guys that I wanted to be. I was so happy and ecstatic and like flabbergasted that I didn't even knew that was even possible. And there I was, and there's everyone in their foxholes, and I'm hauling butt past them because that's what I saw, right? For no reason. I had no reason to do this but to show off a little. And so they're on my left-hand side, and the mountain's on my right, and I'm on this like dirt road, right? And I'm just like, all right, I get my glow stick out, I break it, and I put it on my shoulder like I saw those guys, and I like walk down with my rifle, right? And I'm looking up, and I see everyone, and I start making some noises, like purposefully, because you're not supposed to make noise. And then a couple people look at me. The sergeants from school, they're like, huh? And they're like, oh, I see. I'm like, hey man, that's like first recon. And I haul but I just take off sprinting past everyone, and everyone's like, whoa, they're all looking at, and I'm just like, I'm just sprinting with my gun. I'm like, and I'm going up this mountain, and I'm tired. This is like day 3 for me out in the wilderness, right? So I'm up and down these mountains already, and I sprint like maybe 300 yards before I'm out of view, and then I just crash. I just fall over, and then I'm just like, oh, that was the worst mistake of my life, but I bet it looks so cool though. And so later on, what they do in School of Infantry is in those foxholes, we do simulated attacks and defense. So you'll have half the people in their foxhole and then half the people outside attacking. And so I knew this. So what I saw an attack just happen. So I knew what was going on, and they were in transition, which means a lot of chaos. New guys are coming in. Guys don't know where they're going. Some guys are leaving. They can't find their foxhole because it's dark. You know, you're trying to get situated. And so I'm like, I'm going to take this time and I'm going to do what that guy did and go kill a couple of shower shoes. Not even boots, shower shoes. They're still in School Infantry. So I come in and it's all brush, like right in front of them. They can't say, they hear some stuff and they're like, what's that? And I'm like slowly, I'm doing my marine crawl, you know, with my rifle on top of my forearms. And I'm coming in and I see him and I put it around. And I'm like, I wish I had a marker, but I didn't. And I jump in when I'm like, pop, 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 pop. I don't do anything, but I just go, pop, pop, you're dead, you're dead. I was like, lay down, shh. And they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm first recon, man, lay down. I'm going to go get your friends. Who should I get? And they're like, hey, go get these guys. They're there. And so I'm like, all right, watch me. So I'm in their thing, and I'm like, hey, watch this. So I pop out of the foxhole, right? And I look at the guys next to us, and they're not even paying attention at all. They're not paying attention. And so I was like, watch. So I get up, and I low crawl to them, and I literally, like, dive. I just sprawl, and I go in and I take him out. I'm like, pop, 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 pop. You're dead, you're dead. I was like, I'm first recon. Shh. And I covered them. They were like, what the heck, man? What the heck? And one started calling for their sergeant. And the sergeant heard, like, the commotion around. And people started, like, getting hurt, you know, talking. Because as soon as I left that one foxhole, they started telling their friends, like, hey, guys, come look at this. First recon's here. So I was just killing a couple guys. And I was like, all right, guys, I'm out. As soon as I saw the sergeant walking from their tent, I was like, oh, I'm out. So I snuck out and I low crawled out of there and I went into the bushes and I just hid and I saw the sergeant's like, hey, what's going on? You know, and they're all talking. They're like, hey, First Recon, we just died. And this sergeant, I heard it because I didn't want to get caught, but I was close enough to, I knew they weren't going to follow me, but I wanted to hear him. This sergeant, he goes to one of them. He's like, you idiots, you all deserve to be dead. Get the heck out of there. Come with me. And he takes 2 Marines, the first 2 that died, right? Because everyone pointed at him. They're like, who got killed first? So the sergeant takes the 2 Marines, and I see him. They're like, oh, man. And I see him. I can't hear him at this point because they're at the sergeant's tent. And I see him, and the sergeant's like, hey, guys. You can see him like, hey, come here, come here. And he brings him out. He's like, these 2 MFs just got killed by a recon Marine right now in their foxholes, and then got 2 other Marines killed. What should we do about this? And I could see, like, the hand motion. You know how Marines talk. And all of a sudden, I see him start pushing, and they both are, like, pushing, doing push-ups. That's what it's called, push-ups. Push him, and so they start pushing, and I'm like, oh, I start cracking up. I felt, and then they were like getting crushed. They were there for like 5 minutes getting tea. And they're like, get the heck back in there. And then I bounced, and I spied on them for a little bit, but I had stuff to do, man. I had stuff to do. But that's my recon story. I was like, dang. That was my first brush with recon and my first realization of what recon was and what it meant to people. It's like being a UFC fighter or a celebrity. When you see UFC fighter, you're like, dang. It could be the worst UFC fighter, but you just are like, dang, he's a UFC fighter. You know he's legit, right? So, all right, man. I'll see you later in One Night Music. I'm about to go over to Minecraft. We tell stories like this all the time, 1-9. One at a time. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back, man. We'll see you later. We're switching over to Minecraft. And remember, everyone, stay classy.